my baby loves me. Ain't that marvelous? 'Twas love at a glance. Say, ain't it glorious? Oh, what a romance. Oh boy, I'm simply winging, and I haven't got a care. All day long I'm singing.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Roulette Rivals World Championship 2023. We have what if my memory serves, is the last match of the day, or Thursday rather. Sorry, and welcome in everybody from Ash's stream as well, unless. Oh, whatever. Yeah, we are back with some more matches. I say the last one. Yeah, another one in an hour, but it's the last one for me because technically that's midnight for me. So that goes to tomorrow in my eyes. Anyways, we're gonna be going into Group G. LookitsME versus the TimeCube. TimeCube obviously has had an RR final before. Very known, very strong player, the top seed for this group, and LookitsME, returning rival. Not as much game played, as you can see also from the stats. 2-5-0 for Cube and 0-1-0 for LookitsME. Headed first into Dartmoor. Afterwards, we're gonna be going into Chongqing and Miami, if I remember correctly. But first map, Dartmoor, is here. We have Alexa Carlisle full as Mansion Guard. So for this one, because it's full, you don't want to get Alexa in the downstairs bathroom. So for this one, you actually want to go for Alexa upstairs. But we'll see how they decide to tackle this spin. Obviously, fast forward now not the best option. We see TimeCube changing his loadout a bit, getting the snail, and starting in the staff room as the guard. LookitsME also has the start, but still planning his loadout. And LookitsME already, TimeCube already straight into the spin here. We'll go for the ladder up to Zachary's bedroom, and we'll go for Alexa immediately. He's obviously gonna be trespassing here as the mansion guard, but I trust that TimeCube knows his way around. LookitsME still in the planning phase, so TimeCube already with a minute lead here. And just as fast as we started, we may be having the spin over too. TimeCube has a bad timing with the guard, so it's gonna miss one trank. Should be good though. You're gonna see the one guy KO'd. Got the snail for the others. Just has to be careful with this one guard who's still up. As long as he doesn't get to wake anyone up. And there's Alexa finding TimeCube, but as long as she doesn't make a run for it to anyone, should be good. Damage is contained, and no one's heard anything for TimeCube. Now just has to dump Alexa down from the balcony, and he's good in that regard. He's probably gonna grab the case file, yeah, while you're up here, might as well. And LookitsME finally getting started, but at this point I feel like it's too little too late. However, he still might have everything. Anything can happen, but TimeCube already making his way down as the bodyguard is just gonna head to an exit, and he's gonna be leaving in a little over 3 minutes. Fairly good time for this type of spin, not the meta strat, obviously, but there you go, a little bit of delay. on the stream part. TimeCube finishing in 2:58. Doesn't even cross the 3-minute barrier. LookitsME just now making his way up to Alexa, so I don't think we'll be having a photo finish. TimeCube just that much ahead. And yeah, LookitsME only now making his way up to Alexa's office on the top floor. Still would have to get the case file and exit, so that should be 2 points for TimeCube here, and there it is indeed. TimeCube will be taking LookitsMe's pick in Dartmoor. The 2 points with it. Next up, we'll have TimeCube's pick, Chongqing. I personally like this map a lot. I've played it a couple times, I've won it a couple times, also lost it a couple times. But I think it's a cool map. Also, can have variations, like you don't always see the same exact thing. And I know Cube's been grinding out a whole lot of Chongqing as well, planning all kinds of stuff. So will be interesting to see what they go for. Obviously, spin dependent bit, but there we go. The timer now on way with 2.5 minutes until we're getting to Chongqing. Now, TimeCube doesn't have any stats on Chongqing, but I know he's been playing it a lot on stream and been brainstorming strats with others like Jotes and more. So even though the stats may not look like it, he knows his way around Chongqing. That much I can tell you. LookitsME, however, I personally don't know. They have only a loss recorded so far, but obviously it's RR. Everyone can beat everyone pretty much. I'll quickly just refresh these just in case we have any delay or any major buffering. We'll have the best experience. Now, this map record for Chongqing 310 is I think fairly beatable. I've had a whole lot of spins in practice that have been low 2-minute IGTs, so easily with a fast planning could be record as well, but obviously that's just practice. You need to get that same spin in a match, which is easier said than done.
I'm telling you, the file is trash.
Now, LookitsME giving us the briefings. Very generous of him.
Don't exist anymore. His personal data somehow deletes itself from any system that records it.
TimeCube on the other while just chilling in the planning screen. Has a lockpick and a crowbar. Interesting combination of items.
Look, I did what you asked, but Gray's gone and I'm no Diana. I'm not who you need right now.
Apricope saying, I watched one buff guy vid and got 100% win rate. Maybe that's the secret sauce out there for everyone right now. Apricope exposing his secrets for the world to know.
You and which army?
We'll drink 10 seconds and we'll have our Chongqing spin here. What will we have? It is Hush Loud Assault Rifle. Hush Loud Assault Rifle as the perfect test subject, and Imogen Royce Neck Snap as researcher. So this can be a very fast spin. Obviously, all you need is the AR smuggle, but if you start block guard, you have that right away. And TimeCube, with wasting no time, jumping straight in from block start, is gonna get his smuggle, the loud assault rifle. Then just needs Hush isolated, needs the perfect test subject, neither of which are any form of issue. And also can clean up the camera as well. He's here. Here we go. And he's gonna go for the early drone shot there, which is not necessarily something you see all the time, but LookitsME still planning while TimeCube is flying through. Now Hush made his way into the deprivation room. Now has to be a bit careful here because the researcher, if running at the wrong time, can be a bit of a pain. And ooh, just gets the Hush KO before the guard turns. So TimeCube has Hush in position now, just needs to get the perfect test subject. And yeah, this could be record potential spin. Just needs to be very fast though. And obviously with that early shot onto oh wait, what's TimeCube? You forgot the perfect test subject. Uh-oh. And that's a wrong kill for a TimeCube. Now he's gonna have to restart, so there goes the record. Unfortunately, he didn't grab the perfect test subject disguise, even though he isolated him, got the KO. And that's roulette brain for you. Like, it's simple things like that that sometimes in the heat of the match you just forget, and unfortunate for Time. Definitely could have been a record spin right there, but with that little mishap with the disguise is gonna mean that world record is gonna stand another day. Now these guys pretty much on equal footing right now, considering LookitsME also finally getting started, but TimeCube definitely playing faster out of these two for sure. And this should be a fairly straightforward finish if everything goes to plan for TimeCube once again, but you can KO Hush first here and then have no issues, yeah, as TimeCube does now. It's Hush again isolated in the deprivation room, and now just needs to get the perfect test subject and actually change disguise this time as well, and does do that. Now makes his way over to Hush once again, and LookitsME also has made his way upstairs finally. Made his way to the perfect test subject now. Has the AR on his back though, so it's gonna be a little iffy going through there now with the perfect test subject disguise, trying to get the isolation with the AR. So I'm curious as to what he's gonna do. Obviously, oh, now the researcher is blocking the path for LookitsME, so has to wait even that a little bit longer now. TimeCube, on the other hand, is already making his way down to Imogen. Has the researcher free from the deprivation room. And now it's just a matter of actually getting Imogen down. You can run past the guard even when he's staring at you like that. I have done it myself many a times. You don't need to wait, but TimeCube playing it safe, which is perfectly understandable in a situation like this. Even goes so far as to hide him anyways, and is also gonna lockpick the door and not just crowbar it open. Now we'll go for the bullet distract on Imogen's guard, and then now LookitsME is trying to get Hush into the bathroom and does actually get the distract. But oh, TimeCube just has Imogen. Imogen ragdolls a bit bad and right into the guard's view, and that's another restart. Now LookitsME trying with these coins to get Hush into the bathroom. However, it will be in vain, as Hush does not seem to care about the coins whatsoever. TimeCube with a big whoosh, but does make it out. And does miss one bullet, but should be good. And now, oh, LookitsME is forgetting the trespass limits, and that's a restart for them as well. TimeCube's strategy is definitely fast. If he had executed that first try, it definitely could have been world record. But just getting a bit unlucky with forgetting the disguise, and now with the bad head turn for Imogen's guard. And now once again, Cube has gotten the isolation down, has gotten the perfect test subject, and will get the kill in about 5 seconds or so. Just test to make sure this door's closed. And he's good to go. No one will hear any of this. And there it is. TimeCube once again with the hush kill. He's gonna grab some KO items back and gonna make his way to Imogen. Hopefully this time he could even KO the... I don't know. Maybe he could KO. I don't know if Imogen, if she's screaming, she might alert the street guards, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Obviously, we'll have to see with what TimeCube decides to do here. He's gonna turn the guard around, gonna KO them afterwards, maybe, by the looks of it. Also, didn't shoot the drone this time, so by the looks of it, now Imogen only about now heading to the heading up towards ground level. They're coming through the core, so this time a bit better placement for Imogen as well. And obviously with that, TimeCube can get behind Imogen, KO her and the guard right here next to the exit, and just get the kill and exit immediately afterwards. Now, LookitsME has alerted the researcher. He's gonna get spotted with the AR. Gets the kill in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, that's a restart for them. But on the other hand, we have TimeCube KOing and getting the kills, and that is them finishing, chunking, fast spin, record potential, but just unlucky in the regard that they forgot the disguise, but they still get the 2 points in the end, and now a guaranteed match win with the 4 points, but still hungry for the last two. Obviously, LookitsME, if I remember right from looking at the standings, yeah, he's still at 0 points, so if he gets these last 2 points, that would be the first points for him, but we'll have to see how Miami goes. TimeCube not gonna be an easy guy to beat for those points. You're gonna have to work for everything you want from him. And what kind of Miami we get this time? Maybe some crazy Sierra spin. Like, what would be an interesting Sierra kill? Like, not sniper. Maybe something consumed. It'd be funny to see. But I don't know. Robert obviously being a fairly easy target. Sierra is usually the harder one. Don't know. Do tell me what spin would be good. A good spin. That's what very well said. Good spin would be a good spin, but what spin will we have this time? We'll find out in about 2 minutes. TimeCube with the 3 wins, 1 loss on Miami. A fairly good stat line. Like, I don't remember who's he played against, but 3 wins, 1 loss. You obviously are gonna be very happy with that. Banium throwing shade at Scruffy there for his map record, 442 set in the last tournament. Maybe we'll get a record spin again. I don't know. TK probably would know since he's the admin. But public will find out in a minute. TK knows already. That's good, as you should know. But maybe we'll get a fast one again. I don't know. Could be interesting to get another fast one just to have a, like, this match has only lasted for about 20 minutes soon, not even that yet. So the already being in the last map is the, like, by far the fastest cast that I've had. But maybe they will get it done in a half an hour, who knows. And the final 10 seconds are around the corner here now for the last spin for this match. What is it gonna be this time? Sierra Knox falling object as Sotterraneo mechanic and Robert Knox drowning as event security. So we didn't get the consumed, but we got the other interesting Sierra one being the falling object. Their cube going straight in, but is gonna replan for a medic device for Robert, or a medic grenade rather, for Robert. And starting waiter, LookitsME starting Kowloon Pit, interesting choice. Now still going for the planning. And one thing you may have noticed that is that TimeCube is in these maps like within the first minute constantly, like every time, with basically the right loadout. So he's obviously got that part planned out fairly well. Now he's gonna have to be a little careful because he still has the trank in hand, but doesn't get caught. TimeCube headed straight for the Sotterraneo mechanic. He's gonna trank this guy, gonna grab his clothes behind the counter there, and will get away scot-free. And has made it out the garage as well. Just gonna head through the other garages, maybe, or not. Opts to not go through the garages, but out here instead with the super enforcers. Just has to be careful about these guys. Will be sitting in the crowds a bit. Makes it past, no problem there. And meanwhile, LookitsME is finally gonna load into the map as well. And they obviously went for the Kowloon Pit start, so they could be eyeing the Sotterraneo mechanic right away as well. But then they still need to grab the sugar or whatever they're choosing to go for. Go for the Sierra. And yeah, it looks like LookitsME is indeed gonna be making their way to the mechanic first. TimeCube has initiated the sugar. He's gonna be getting Sierra off the track in the next 20 or so seconds, I believe. A little bit of waiting because of the cutscene, but LookitsME has made one of the mechanics sick. Doesn't go for a trank like TimeCube did. Obviously, TimeCube has the disguise ready. And now, what kind of falling object will we see TimeCube go for? So there are obviously a couple options you can use for a Sierra falling object. You can go for the speaker that's just outside the pit exit there, or you can use the car on the car lift. Now TimeCube has panicked the mechanic outside, and he's gonna go for the speaker and gets the shot off and gets the speaker on her head as well. And that is the first kill off Miami for TimeCube. Now, drowning is a very straightforward spin because Robert should always go to a bathroom, but just depending on his cycle, where that bathroom will be. Obviously, event security being trespassing up on Robert's floor is gonna make that a bit tricky depending on where he goes. But TimeCube even opting to trank this security guard here, or even that little bit of extra safety. Now, LookitsME has gone the mechanic, has made his way out, is now looking to go for the is eyeing that same speaker that TimeCube used as well. Now just has to, I'm not sure if they got the sugar already, and it looks like they haven't maybe gotten that, so not sure what the plan for LookitsME here is. And no, they don't have the sugar. They're just checking if they can shoot it from up here, and answer is a resounding no. Meanwhile, TimeCube has made his way up to the overpass now. He's gonna shoot the laptop, even making sure that Robert goes to the bathroom closer to the exit and the laptop. So obviously Robert well out in Narnia right now in his in his cycle, like basically right across the floor. And TimeCube will be making his way into the bathroom, and now we're gonna have to play the waiting game to have Robert in position, be a medic. LookitsME now still trying to figure out a way to drop the speaker. And obviously you can't shoot it. You can shoot it, maybe. I don't know if you can shoot it from up there. But it will be a fairly interesting thing to see how LookitsME is going to handle this. Obviously, can't take too long if they want to go for points, because TimeCube now has gotten the drowning off. The guard outside is in a bit of a bad spot though, so he's gonna have to be careful now. He's kind of in a sandwich between these bodyguards. He could try to get Robert's one out the way, but the guard outside is gonna be heading inside the security room again. Now just has to get this door opened, and gets it open without issue. And that will be TimeCube exiting Miami in 6:54, and also gonna be taking the 2 points here as well. LookitsME, no chance of catching up. So, and yeah, there it is. TimeCube with a clean 6-0 sweep here. We had 3 very fast maps. We had only half an hour stream so far. Yes, that's crazy. Match going on for about 25 minutes, a bit over. That's definitely the fastest one I've cast this tournament. And yeah, like Infor said, now with that 6-0 sweep, TimeCube still continuing his perfect bracket run. Speaking of which, that's a great headway to the brackets themselves, actually. Obviously, we'll be in Group G. And Daynomo still at the top, but only by 2 points. So TimeCube with 1 less game played is only two points behind. Obviously, Daynomo still has full 100% win record as well. But this group is looking very, very interesting as to who's going to take the top spot. TimeCube second, Observer currently third, 18 points, Sephiroth fourth with 10, and then Jotes and T-Nord at 9, Doc Louis 6, and LookitsME unfortunately still will be only at 0, but still have plenty of matches to go to get some points. And while I believe the top 3 looks pretty set in stone, the fourth spot still more than open for this group as well. And upcoming matches, I referenced it already a bit earlier on. So in about 30 minutes from now, we'll be having the Vegarby versus Mr. Mike match. Then for anyone who's going to be staying up late, in about 3 hours from that match, so in 3.5 hours, we'll be having Buff Guy versus Volcat. And after that, a 12-hour break. Next one will be at 2 p.m. CET on Friday with another Buff Guy match, him versus Rocky. Then on 5 p.m., Utility versus Leo Perk. 7 p.m., In For Fun versus Thishman. 9 p.m., Luke.png and Pidgey. And Fusk versus Apricot. Plus 20 other matches still that don't fit this list. So with that said, we still have a whole lot of games to go. Not as much as when we started, obviously, but the group's still interesting as ever. Only a few people still guaranteed qualified or guaranteed eliminated, which is always great. More excitement for the end of the group stages as well. But with that said, thank you everyone for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more RRWC games coming up today and later on as well. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye everyone.